Good afternoon, everyone. Magandang hapon po, and welcome to our webinar today entitled Ditch the Spreadsheets, Automating HR and Payroll. And I want to thank you for joining us. I know it's very busy time for you guys. And yeah, so let's start. If you ever found yourself buried under endless spreadsheets, tabs, manually cross-checking formulas late at night, or hunting down missing time off requests, you are definitely in the right room. So today's topic, we're tackling an very exciting topic, which is how you can finally ditch those messy spreadsheets and fully automate your HR and payroll. And ang goal natin for today's webinar is very simple. Eliminate human error, save yourself a ton of wasted hours, and get back to focusing on your people instead of your admin work. And before we jump right into our discussion, I want to introduce myself. I'm Christoph Almeida. I'm a partner manager here for APAC in Odoo, Hong Kong. And over my time with Odoo, I've managed partners across the APAC region. So my day today, I work closely with our partners to support and empower Philippine businesses, helping them streamline their workflows, ditch tedious manual processes, and build systems that they can scale. And we're really excited to lead today's session and show you how Odoo can simplify your HR and payroll setup. Actually, we got feedback that we do have 1,000 plus registrations for this webinar. So it just shows that this is a very interesting topic, for the Philippine businesses that we have right now. All right, so here is our agenda for today. So first, we're going to be starting with an Odoo introduction. Then second, I'll be introducing our partner. Then definitely we'll have the HR and payroll challenges discussion, as well as a live HR suite demo. We also are very lucky today to have one of our customers who have used Odoo share their experience, on the application. And last would be question and answer from our team. All right, so let's start. Okay, so to kick things off, what exactly is Odoo? So Odoo actually is, at its core, an all-in-one management software that is built clean, modern, and genuinely easy to use. So as our founder, Fabian Pinkers, has mentioned, we want to unleash companies' potential by empowering users with the tools that they love. So this is actually our philosophy. So our philosophy drives everything that we do. Too often, business software feels clunky, outdated, and frustrating to navigate. So Odoo flips that, giving your team intuitive, beautifully designed tools that talk to each other seamlessly, so you can actually enjoy getting work done. All right, so to give you a quick sense of Odoo scale, we actually have a massive global footprint. As a matter of fact, we already have 21 offices all across the globe. Our newest office is actually in the Philippines. So yung pinakabago naming office is nasa Eastwood, Quezon City. And aside from that, we already have 23,000 official partners. So when we say partners, these are our system integrators na yung nag-implement ng Odoo for our customers. And we already have 28 million happy users. So what's especially important for our audience today is that we have a strong local presence right there in the Philippines, even if we're broadcasting here in Hong Kong. So whether you're looking for direct support or we're working alongside our local partners, you're backed by a global ecosystem with a dedicated local expertise. All right, and you may ask as well, Odoo is not entirely new in the Philippines. We actually are not starting from scratch. A lot of businesses have already trusted Odoo in terms of using our system. So as you can see in the screen, our customer spans across virtually every industry, including retail, F&B, real estate, manufacturing, technology, and even hospitality. So whether you're a growing SMB or a large enterprise, companies all across the country rely on Odoo every single day to power their operation smoothly. All right, and this is the current scenario that we have right now, most especially for the businesses that we have in the Philippines, right? There's a lot of businesses ngayon na gumagamit ng standalone software or yung single-use software, right? And the problem is that with that is that there's different subscriptions, different fees, different point of contact. So this is actually what we're trying to resolve in Odoo. We try to simplify it based on having an all-in-one solution wherein you'll be able to resolve inconsistencies, risks, errors, hindering your business's ability to scale. And in Odoo, the operation is unified on a single centralized platform, wherein you have these different applications that are integrated. So making it Odoo the ideal partner for your business growth. All right. And what really makes Odoo unique is its modularity and breadth. So with over 80 integrated applications, we empower diverse sectors. And Odoo actually adapts to your unique needs, seamlessly streamlining your operations onto a single unified platform. But today, we want to zoom in one critical area that every company face, which is managing your workforce. And we actually have the presence of our partner, and they will be discussing more on this later. All right. And now, if your HR team spends the end of every month, or usually in the Philippines, it's every twice a month, right? Buried in spreadsheets, recalculating attendance cutoffs and chasing tax compliance. So you're going to love our next speaker. We have joining us today is Gino Hervasio, co-founder of Baseup Labs. So Baseup Labs actually is a longtime partner of Odoo, and they're currently a silver partner. And they have spent years taking Odoo and tailoring it directly for local businesses' needs in the Philippines. They are actually best known for their end-to-end HR and payroll systems, which takes the pain out of workforce management by integrating daily time tracking, leave management, and Philippine tax requirements into one unified, seamless platform. All right, so Gino, we're excited to learn from your team's experience. The stage is yours.
Thank you so much, Christoph, for that beautiful introduction. Once again, thanks everybody for attending this webinar and taking time from your busy schedules. So, once again, I'm Gino Hervasio. I'm the co-founder and managing partner of Baseup Labs. So Baseup Labs is a certified Odoo Silver partner, and we specialize in localized Odoo solutions for retail, manufacturing, and distribution, not only in the Philippines, but also in 3 regions around the world. And today we're actually going to be introducing 2 of our Odoo experts, Mr. Gab Muraya, our product owner for the HR suite, and Mr. Jim Epilan, our technical lead. So sa Pilipinas, tunay na komplikado ang ating payroll. Unang-una, palaging nagbabago ang mga patakaran ng ating gobyerno para sa kontribusyon natin sa SSS, PhilHealth at Pag-ibig. Kung makaligtaan nyo ang update ay siguradong maghahabol ka at may multa pa. And then there are the holidays. Not just Christmas and New Year's, we're talking about 18 national holidays plus local ones that could vary by city. Each has its own pay rules. 200% for regular holidays, 130% for special holidays, and then if it falls on a rest day, that's another calculation entirely. Of course, let's not forget the 13th month pay, a mandatory benefit for Philippine employees. You need accurate individual attendance, benefit, and salary deductions data to compute it for each employee. Maski na ang pagkalkula natin ng overtime ay komplikado. Iba-iba ang mga regular na araw, rest day, holiday, tapos may dagdag pa sa bayad kapag lumampas ng 8 oras sa trabaho. Maging ang mga deduction, SSS, PhilHealth, Pag-ibig at buwis ng bawat isang payroll period, ang bawat ahensya ay may sariling tuntunin, limitasyon at kinakailangan para sa pag-uulat. Basically, the rules keep changing. New laws, updated tables, revised holiday lists. What worked last month may not work this month. Ito ang realidad ng payroll sa Pilipinas. But it's not just about the rules, it's about the operational chaos that different HR teams face every single day. One team is struggling with payroll cycles that don't align with business needs. Another is drowning in government contributions that need constant tracking and updating. Then there are multiple work schedules, shift work, flexible hours, remote teams, all needing to be tracked and calculated differently. There are also different employee types, full-time, part-time, contractual, each with their own pay structures and benefits, which means without automation, attendance tracking becomes such a huge burden. Tracking time across multiple locations, dealing with late arrivals, undertime, overtime, it's a logistical nightmare. And for companies with corporate headquarters and regional offices, well, this complexity just multiplies. This is the daily reality of HR teams in the Philippines. It's not just one problem, it's a web of challenges, each one pulling at the seams of efficiency and accuracy. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce Mr. Gab Muraya, our product owner for the HR suite, and he will discuss the ways that we're going to address all of these issues. Gab?
Thanks, Gino. Again, I am Gab, the product owner of the HR suite, and I am also one of the business analysts from Base Up Labs. Now that we've learned the current challenges that the Philippines face for the HR payroll process, ipapakita ko naman sa inyo ngayon paano namin siya na-address sa HR suite namin. Pero bago yon, ipapakita ko muna sa inyo yung different perspectives na makikita natin ngayon sa webinar. First is employee na pwede mag-file ng leaves, overtime, expenses, at iba pa. Pati na rin yung pag-view ng kanyang sariling attendance at pati na rin yung payslip. So the second one is the manager. Siya yung nag-manage ng mga employee requests either by approving it or denying it. The third one is the HR, who manages all of the employees' records from attendances, leaves, and many more. And lastly, yung accountant or yung payroll officer natin. Siyempre, siya yung nagra-run ng payroll, nagdi-disburse ng salaries, at nagbibigay sa atin ng payslip. So now that we know the different perspectives, let's start. So gamitin natin si Juan bilang halimbawa. So he starts his day by logging in through the biometric integration to Odoo. So once he's done logging in or clocking in, automatic siyang nagsisync dun sa loob ng Odoo natin. Pero hindi lang doon nagtatapos yun. So maliban sa biometric integration namin, pwede rin si Juan mag-log via kiosk. So either way, lahat to magsisync sa loob ng attendance module. So in this case, Juan badges in using the kiosk. So input niya yung PIN code niya, i-click niya yung okay na button, and automatic itong pumapasok doon sa attendance module kung saan niya din pwedeng makita yung mga attendance niya. So ipapakita dito yung kung gaano karaming oras na siyang pumasok for the week or even the payroll period. Nakikita niya rin dito lahat ng late, undertime, at overtime. So this gives him the proper visibility on his attendance. So ngayon napansin ni Juan na meron pala siyang need na i-file na overtime. So syempre papasok siya sa Odoo at i-file ito. Pero paano nga ba? So first, syempre magla-login siya ng credentials niya. After mag-login, pupunta siya ngayon dun sa overtime module. So pag-click na niya ng overtime module, select niya lang yung new. Select niya rin lang din yung mga date and time kung kailan nangyari yung overtime na to. So after niya ma-input lahat ng necessary details, click niya lang yung submit, and yun, diretso na to at mananotify si manager. So ngayon, paano pag na kalimutan niya meron pala siyang sick leave na ifa-file. So, paano naman yun? So, tingnan natin kung paano naman gagawin ni Juan yun. So, susunod, pupunta siya ngayon sa leaves module. Click niya lang ulit yung new. Select niya yung appropriate leave type, the date, and yung reason kung bakit siya nag-take ng leave na yun. Ganun lang kadali. Mabilis pa yung proseso para kay Juan para mag-file ng leave, di ba? So, ganun lang din ulit. Mano-notify si manager pagkatapos niya mag-file. So, ayun. Ngayon, meron naman siya naalala. Lumabas pala sila kahapon nung mga katrabaho niya, nag-lunch out sila. So, siya rin pala ang nagbayad and gusto niya i-reimburse to. So, paano niya rin to gagawin? So, pupunta siya ngayon sa expenses module. Click niya lang din yung new. And then, input niya lahat ng details. For example, yung expense category na to. And as well, yung pag-attach ng receipt. So, pag-attach niya ng receipt, dahil dun sa integrated OCR ni Udo, automatic i-input sa loob ng expenses module yung amount na nagastos niya. So, ang gagawin na lang dito ni Juan is double checking. So, kung nakita niya naman na okay na, click niya lang yung submit and ganun ulit. Yung expenses niya naman ngayon, ma-notify si manager para for approval. So, now that we've seen Juan clock in, file overtime, the leave, and even yung expenses, it made Juan's work life a little bit better, di ba? So, punta naman tayo ngayon doon sa perspective ni manager na siya yung mag-a-approve and magde-deny ng some of the file requested by Juan. So, every time that Juan submits his filed request, it lands straight to his manager's dashboard and notifies the manager that there are pending approvals to be reviewed. So once the manager has reviewed, he can either deny or approve that request. And then that status will change and immediately notify the Juan regarding the results. So tara, tingnan natin kung paano naman to gagawin ni manager. So, pupunta lang si manager doon sa specific na module na kung saan gumawa si Juan ng request. For example, ito yung leave. So, i-check niya bawat isa to, re-review niya lahat ng request. So, pwede siya dito mag-approve or mag-deny. So, for example, kung meron siyang request na i-deny, syempre, hindi lang simpleng deny ang gagawin ni manager. Kailangan niya rin magbigay ng dahilan kay Juan kung bakit ito na deny. So, input niya lang yung reason and gano'n, de-deny niya lang. So, after nun, automatic tong magno-notify din kay Juan na meron dininay si manager. Ano kaya to, di ba? So, ngayon, natapos na rin tayo sa manager. Paano naman yung HR? So, syempre, si HR will be managing the employee records, from validating the attendances to managing leaves and many more. So, tingnan naman natin. For every approved leave request na ginawa ng manager ni Juan, pupunta to ngayon sa next approval phase, which is dun kay HR. So, kahit in-approve yun ng manager, syempre titingnan pa rin to ni HR. Titingnan niya kung valid ba yung pag-approve niya ng manager ng request ni Juan or hindi. So, may possibility pa rin to ma-deny kahit na-approve na to ni manager. So, every approved filings will be automatically synced in real time sa loob ng Udo natin. So, sa video na to, tingnan natin yung gagawin ni HR. So, first, pupunta siya sa leaves module. Ganun ulit, same nung sa manager, re-review niya lahat ng request. So, pwede niyang i-approve or pwede niya rin i-deny. So, maliban rin doon, pwede niya rin i-check yung attendance. Pupunta lang din siya ng attendance module. Ayan. So, titingnan niya at i-review niya lahat ng employees attendance kung meron discrepancies. So, kung wala naman, i-validate niya lang to agad. So it makes easier to see if there are any discrepancies between the actual attendance and the employees' filings. So hindi na rin mahirapan si HR sa pag-validate ng mga records. Yan. Sobrang dali lang, di ba? So, ngayon, nakita na natin yung a glimpse nung paano si HR magtrabaho sa loob ng HR suite natin. So, doon naman tayo kay accountant. So, si accountant, syempre, yun nga, mag-run siya ng payroll, di-disburse niya yung salary, at magbibigay ng payslip. So, tingnan natin kung paano niya gagawin yun. With our localized payroll module, all government contributions, taxes, overtime rates, lates, all of these are set to auto-compute, making sure that the payroll officer doesn't have to manually compute those figures. So, ang ganda, di ba? So, wala ka nang gagawin na manual computation sa side mo. With all those figures already computed, madali niya lang i-run yung payroll, at yung sahod ni Juan, madaling i-release. Accurate pa, di ba? So, eto. Ang gagawin ni payroll officer ngayon, login niya lang din yung credentials niya. Check niya muna yung attendance kung lahat ba to is na-validate na ni HR. So kung validated naman lahat, after niyan, pupunta siya ngayon sa payroll module. So select niya lang yung new payroll register, input the necessary details, fiscal year, payroll period, accounting journals. Then click niya yung generate payslips. Select niya si Juan since siya yung papasahurin niya. So pag clinic niya yung line kay Juan, under ng salary computation, makikita niya na lahat ng earnings and deductions. Ang gagawin niya na lang is to validate if everything checks out. Diba? Madali. Accurate din. So, after niyan, confirm niya lang, then post to journal, and ganun, di-disburse niya na ngayon yung pera, at isasend niya na rin ngayon yung payslip kay Juan. So, lahat yun natapos na makikita na ngayon ni Juan lahat ng resulta. From the approved or denied filings, hanggang sa makita niya yung kanyang payslip with an accurate amount. So that's the glimpse of using our HR suite, making it easier for all people involved, from the employee, the manager, the HR, and the accountant. Everything is designed to help ease the burden for everyone. So now I'll hand it over to Jim to discuss some other features of our HR suite. Thank you.
Thanks, Gab. Hello, everyone. Again, I am Jim, the technical lead of the HR Suite in BaseUp Labs. We are proud to show you this BaseUp Human Resources feature, ang Government Contributions Configuration. Makikita natin ito under the Payroll module. Sa Configuration tab, under Premiums and Tax Tables, dito nakalagay lahat ng rates ng government contributions at buwis, Pag-ibig, PhilHealth, SSS at withholding tax. Na mapapansin nyo, dalawa ang menu bawat ahensya, and there's a good reason for that. Ang una, yung circular o guidelines. Ito yung opisyal na basihan. Dito nakalagay kung aling version ng rates ang currently effective. Yung pangalawa naman is yung contribution table. Ito naman yung mismong laman. Bawat row ay isang salary bracket na may kasamang halaga na nakalink sa circular. Sa pagdating ng payroll, hahanapin lang ng system kung saang bracket bumagsak ang sweldo ng empleyado at yun ang gagamitin. Walang manual computation, walang lookup sa Excel. At ito yung practical na benepisyo. Kapag may bagong rates ang SSS o PhilHealth, at alam naman natin halos taon-taon may bago. Hindi na kayo maghalungkat pa ng formulas. Bagong payroll circular lang, bagong table, tapos gawing active. Yun na lang ang gagamitin ng payroll moving forward. Next naman is ang case management. Importante ito kasi dito sa Pilipinas, ang disciplinary action ay hindi lang company policy. Ito ay due process. Simple lang ang prinsipyo. Walang biglang parusa, may abiso muna, papaliwanagin ng empleyado at saka pa lang magdidesisyon. Yan ang twin notice rule sa ating labor law. At yan mismo ang sinusunod ng module na ito by design. So it's under the employees module, case management tab, and then pwede din tayong mag-add ng sarili nating case types like tardiness, insubordination, policy violations, as many as needed. Depende sa inyong company handbook. Ngayon, ito naman ang daloy. Nagsisimula sa HR, ang case ay draft muna, record pa lang, hindi pa siya opisyal. Kapag submitted na, may case number na. Tapos assigned, may nakatalagang HR handler na. Kung kailangan, pwedeng dumaan sa under investigation, kumpleto with investigation notes. Tapos yung unang notice, mag-issue ang HR ng notice to explain. Ang empleyado ay mag-acknowledge, pipirma sa system at magsusumite ng kanyang written explanation. Mula doon, ang manager na magre-review at magdesisyon. Waive ba or proceed sa pangalawang notice. Then, final acknowledgement with the empleyado at kung may suspension, dito na yun naka-record. Sa dulo is yung resolve, tapos close. May resolution type at naka-archive na. Next naman is ang managing holidays. Maikli lang ito pero mahalaga. Kasi ito yung basihan ng payroll kung kailan may holiday pay at magkano. Pero linawin lang muna natin kasi madalas itong napagkakamalan. Iba ang holidays sa leaves. Ang holidays ay piyesta ng bansa, New Year, Labor Day, or Christmas. Ang leaves ay personal na bakasyon at absent ng empleyado. Magkahiwalay sila sa system kung paano dapat sa payroll. Yung nakikita natin ngayon, ito yung listahan ng holidays na nakasync automatically sa opisyal na Philippine holidays, regular at special non-working. Di na kailangan mag-encode isa-isa tuwing Enero. Pero alam naman natin ang realidad sa local. May mga city na nagdi-declare ng Charter Day o local holiday. Kaya pwede naman tayo mag-add manually, maglagay ng note at useful ito sa multi-branch. Pwede din i-exempt ang mga specific employees sa isang holiday. So kung may local holiday sa specific branch nyo, and then wala sa main branch, tama pa rin ang computation ng payroll sa bawat isa. And now in this next segment is yung Base App Connect app. We are excited to announce kasi ito yung connector ng Odoo sa customized Base App Human Resources para sa Pilipinas. Papakita ko lang yung highlights ang Base App Assistant. Yung mga nakita natin kanina pag-file ng leaves, expenses at overtime sa web, lahat yun magagawa na ng empleyado mo sa mobile sa isang prompt lang sa assistant. Panoorin nyo. Try natin mag-request para makita yung mga leave na nasubmit. Supposedly, mag-respond yung agent and then papakita yung mga leaves na na-create ko. Walang form na hanapin, walang menu na kakabisaduhin. At kung gusto nyo, may mas mabilis pa. Pwedeng itap na lang itong mga suggested buttons na to. Try natin i-trigger yung show my payslips. Supposedly, again, ang agent magre-respond ng mga impormasyon related sa payslip. Ang Base App Connect app ay malapit ng i-launch sa App Store at Google Play Store. Maraming salamat po. Sa puntong ito, ibibigay ko na kayo kay Gino para sa ating case study discussion.
Maraming salamat, Jim and Gab. Now, let me tell you about a real use case with one of our partners, the Olympic Village United Group, represented by their HR manager, Ms. Kathy Andes. Thank you for joining us today, Ms. Kathy. So Olympic Village has over 450 employees with over 120 retail and wholesale locations throughout the country, with different employee types and schedules. Before our HR suite, Kathy's team was drowning in chaos. 3 separate systems that didn't talk to each other, 2 or 3 days of manual payroll processing work, and a web of spreadsheets and double checking. But once we made that change, these were all tied together. The result, one unified system, payroll processing that used to take days now takes 1 to 3 hours. Reconciliation that was manual is now automated. Ma'am Kathy, If I may ask you a few questions. First, what were the pain points of your HR team before, and why did you choose to move to this system?
Good afternoon, everyone. Before, most of the HR process in Olympic Village were manual. The paperworks, you have a lot of paperworks, no, from DTRs, collecting it. You should have at least the listing so that you can check the completeness of all the DTRs submitted with us. And then you need to also check all the attachments from the change of schedule, change of day off, leaves, and even official business when they are on field. And sometimes overtimes that they need to file. There's a lot of Excel files that we need to do just to augment on the needs, no, to make it more easier for us to track all the details on the processing of timekeeping. And there's a lot of back and forth coordination to all the employees. So I just remember the days when the HR had to stay late in the office just to finish the timekeeping. And actually, the entire process was really time consuming. It is labor intensive and prone to errors, most especially that we just only have type processing time to finish it. So sometimes when you're running out of time, there's no other way just to finish it. You will commit some errors. So the company has decided to shift to the base up Lobs HR suite because everything has been automated to make our work more easier, accurate, and increase also our efficiency so that we can allow our team to focus on some other tasks that we need to do in HR.
Very nice. Thank you for sharing that. And during implementation, did you have any challenges, and how did we resolve them?
Yeah. So challenges, of course, when you are introducing a new system with the employees, there is always a resistance. Something new, ayaw ng mga employees. But definitely, with the help of the Base Up Labs team, no, the HR suite, we are able to do the training, no, the support, and the teamwork to make the work more easier for them to understand.
Thank you. And finally, what features do you like from the HR suite the most?
Okay, with the HR suite of Base Up Labs, actually I like it all, no? But the attendance and the payroll really help us to make work easier. So even the contract, you can post it there. This is more flexible cut-off periods, no? Most especially the case management because we have a lot of violations in the company, so that is more easier to track on this automated system rather than before that we're just only using an Excel file. And, sometimes nag-slow down when it is already full, no, sobrang haba, sobrang dami. So, I guess, most especially is the leave management as well. At least the employees will no longer be asking us every now and then how many are leaves, do we still have balances, no? And attendance record as well.
Thank you so much, Ms. Kathy. Thank you for joining us today and for answering our questions. Okay. So yes, again, we're going to wrap up our section. For all of those exciting news and announcements that are upcoming, please take the time to take a screenshot, follow us on LinkedIn for any of the exciting product launches that we're going to have in the coming weeks and months. And again, for those of you that are extra curious and can't wait to try it, we also have a live demo available on our website. Again, please just follow this QR code or go to baseuplabs.com and follow the links to the HR suite with the live demo button there that you can access. And finally, if you still have more questions or you have very customized workflows that you need to consult with us, you can also book an appointment, a free consultation with one of our Odoo experts. Again, following the link or the QR code on the screen or just by visiting our website. At this point, I'm going to turn it over to Christoph again for some Q&A.
All right, perfect. So thank you very much again, Base Up Labs team, Jim, Gab, Miss Kathy as well for sharing um, your current use case, your previous challenges, and how we were able to overcome it by using Odoo with the help of Base Up Labs, right? And now we move on to the next part of our session, which is the Q&A. So we'll have time for more questions from our audience this time. And yep, please feel free to use the live chat portion to share your questions. And we already have some questions from here. Let's start with the first question. We already have an existing payroll system / spreadsheets. Gaano kahirap lumipat or how painful is the migration? So maybe someone from the Base Up Labs team can answer this. All right, Jim Boy.
Yep, to answer this, honestly, the hardest part lang is yung first upload.
Mm-hmm.
And then the employee master list, salary details, and yung year to date na figures, so that the BIR annualization stays accurate. That's a one-time exercise, and then we will walk you through it. After that, the running cost is close to zero.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So again, the implementation part that's going to be handled by our partner Base Up Labs, right? So they'll be assisting you with this transition into Odoo. Just in relation to that question, Jim, we also have another question. Kailangan ba naming i-overhaul ang buong system namin para dito?
That's a good question. Actually, no. You can start with HR and payroll alone. If you're already on Odoo, this plugs in. If you're not, you can run this as your HR system and add accounting, inventory, or POS later when ready. So not because we said so. Start where the pain is. The
Mhm,
15th and then the 30th are usually where the pain is.
mhm. Okay. All right, next question. Paano kung magbabago ang contribution tables? Kailangan ba naming mag-update manually? Mhm.
So no need to update manually. So that's the whole point. So when SSS and PhilHealth or Pag-ibig releases a new circular, the updated tables come to you as part of the module. Yung team mo will not hunt na for the new brackets. No need na to rebuild the formula.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah, so just in relation to the question from Chris Oiko 694, if SSS PhilHealth Pag-ibig W-Tax changes their formulas, not just the tables, how will you handle this? And will there be any upgrade or additional charges? Yes, Jim.
In this case, I would say this is a need to book for an appointment to us,
Mhm.
since I would say this is gonna be a customization will happen.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So again, if there are more like specific requirements or like changes, then definitely you can reach out to Base Up Labs and they'll be more than happy to assist you with your concerns. Another question. I guess this one. Oh, Gino, go ahead, please.
Yeah, sorry, just to add, yeah, yung sa contribution tables, pwede naman siyang palitan. May mga multipliers doon para madali siyang magbago. But for
Mhm.
anything more customized than that, then of course you can always book an appointment with us, and we can
Mhm.
customize it for your workflows. Sorry, thank you for letting
All
me
right.
add that.
No worries. So next question. Paano kung gamit yung kiosk mode bilang clock in or clock out? May part ba na makikita namin kung saan nag-clock in or clock out yung employee? All right. Gab, please feel free to answer the question.
Actually, meron naman si Udo nung geolocation or as well as yung device and location tracking. So every
Mhm.
time naman gamit na clock in si or clock out si employee dun sa kiosk, automatic niyang kukunin yung ah, location ng tao na yun kung kailan siya let's say for example nung umaga nag-clock in siya, yung mismong oras na yun kung saan siya nag-clock in, kukunin yun nung Udo at ipapakita naman dun sa log sa attendances kung saan siya nag-clock in.
Mhm. All right. Yeah. So thank you very much, Gab. Gino, please feel free to add.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, just to add more context to that. So for some of our partners, especially yung mga distributors na may mga maraming ahente na nasa field, kung minsan gusto nila na yung clock in, yung time in and time out ay mga nasa specific na lugar lang. Kaya ganun. So pwede nating ikabit yung geolocation, geofencing feature na ginawa namin para siguradong nandun lang sila sa mga areas na yun.
Okay. Thank you very much, Gino. In relation to that, another question: if we have, or if we already have a biometrics machine, how do transfer in out to Odoo, or do we need to buy a separate biometric machine to sync with Odoo? Yes, Gab.
Kung meron naman na silang existing na biometric machine, as long as it is capable of having a ADMS or cloud settings feature, kukunin lang naman natin yung mga IP address nun. So, once na nakuha na natin yung IP address, we just mas madali lang natin masync yun dun sa Odoo instance natin. If not, yun nga, kung kung kailangan nyo bumili ng bagong biometric machine, okay lang din. If not, we can also use yung kiosk mode for an alternative for that biometric machine if wala siyang ADMS or cloud settings na feature.
All right. So ultimately it depends on the current biometric machine, no? And Base Labs will be able to help you and check if that's also compatible with Odoo. Another question, I guess this one is very timely now. How do you handle timekeeping for work from home people? All right. So Gino, please feel free to answer the question.
Yeah, thank you. Actually, that's a very nice question.
Yes.
So so many ways. One is also through Odoo, the Odoo interface. Of course, you can always add the geofencing feature, so that you can make sure that the employee is clocking in from their registered addresses. And then in addition, of course, we also have the BaseUp Connect app that we're about to launch. You can install that on any of your workforce's phones, and it automatically also tracks where they're logging in from. And if your policies are more loose, you also don't have to integrate with the geofencing feature. You can just clock in and clock out through the kiosk mode in the Connect app.
Okay. All right, then probably for our last question, I do know we do have a lot of questions on our live chat, but since we have limited time, is this directly connected to the mandated contribution sites where we can see the updated balances? Magkano na nahulog namin each employee? Yes, Gino.
Not yet, but that's a great feature that we're working on. It's a bit more complicated to connect directly with government databases, but
Sure.
definitely something in our pipeline.
Yes, yes, and definitely that's a lot of also like things to do with data privacy right? Security, so we cannot just get like information, especially if it's coming from the government. I think they're pretty strict with that as well. But yeah, again, probably in the future, that's something that we can look into. And all right, I guess that's all the questions that we have right now. I'm sure there's more questions on the live chat, but we do have the contacts of Base Up Labs, so please feel free to reach out to them should you have more questions or anything that you want to ask about HR and payroll, specifically for Odoo HR and payroll. And that is the time that we have right now for the questions. Thank you for sharing your expertise. Jim, Gab, and Gino, and of course, Miss Kathy from Olympic Village. And thank you for sharing those real world HR challenges with us for this session. And yes, again, thank you very much for everyone from the team. Again, I'm Christoph Almeida from the Hong Kong office, and we have Base Up Labs here. Thank you very much, and we'll see you on the next webinar.